Duck carving is the only true American art form. It started with the Indians, and the settlers took it up, and here the Cajuns in Louisiana were real big into it, and it's probably as big in this state as anywhere else in the country.
The tradition is really, really heavy in the Louisiana area, and especially southeastern Louisiana, where some of the old decoy carvers used to be. And what a number of people do is they trying to keep the heritage alive, which is kind of falling by the wayside. So I think it's a very important tradition to keep going and carve in the style that the old carvers carved in.
When you win in the world, you become a master carver. You actually have the title of the master, and it's something I've always wanted to be. And winning in the world, which I never thought I would do, it just caught me, shocked me, and I cried like a baby. I'm not embarrassed to tell you.
Farm Fresh Produce is on Southeastern's campus.
It's grown locally and sustainably. It's grown chemical-free.
Point Coot Minority Farmers Cooperative recently took part in a campus farmers market.
It's beneficial for the farmers and the students because the students get to meet the farmers themselves and they get to say, hey, how did you grow this? Where did you grow it from? How many miles is it shipped away? What did you use to grow it? Did you use any chemicals?
The market was set up to not only sell produce, but educated students about the benefits of shopping and eating fresh. The farmers here like to take this opportunity to educate students about produce and the environment. All the food here at the farmers market is both fresh and locally grown.
We need to get students aware, and we need for them to know that things like this, resources like this, are available.
The idea for a farmers market on campus is part of the Real Food Challenge, a program to bring local produce to college campuses.
Cucumbers, baby tomatoes, we had some homemade sweet potato pies, some pecans, mustard greens.
Many of the items sold during the farmers market are also used in food prepared on Southeastern's campus.
Give people the freshest stuff as possible to give the students what they want.
Local produce plays an important role in the local economy, along with providing fresh, healthy food for the community. For North Shore News, I'm Valerie Poncetti.
Since they brought football back at Southeastern, I am the third marching band director since they brought it back, and each director had their own vision.
We used to be called the varsity band because we just had a basketball band back then in the years 2000, 2001, 2, 3. And then so that same group was taken onto the field, and then eventually that group turned into the marching band. Now we still have the basketball band, but we also have the marching band now as well. So now we have a group of athletic bands that perform for most of the major sporting events on campus.
We are running to end human and sex trafficking. All the proceeds from this run are going to helping to find to rescue girls from human and sex trafficking and to provide housing for them and therapy for them and resources.
The two main types of human trafficking is sex trafficking and labor trafficking, forced prostitution, and that's what takes place in 78% of all slaves are sex trafficking slaves, and the rest of them are labor trafficking, and that's mostly like your children and the men that are forced to work in labor unions. But what goes on in the United States specifically is forced prostitution. You've got women that are kidnapped, and like you see in the movie Taken.
I'm an adult. I'm not going to do this.
Okay. 1, 2,